It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. We'll watch the visiting squad as they go up against Colorado Springs. Looking at Springs, they lost game. And tonight, we'll see Andre Drummond, one of the more voracious rebounders in league history. But Shaq, where does he stand as a franchise-level player?
Well, he affects winning, but he can hurt the floor spacing, Kenny.
Well, if this was in the 90s, you know, his offense, he could become a franchise player. But the way the game is played now, it's not. But he has a consistent motor, and he is a beast.
You know who else is a beast?
Who's that?
Kevin Harlan, standing by courtside.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
God damn it.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it's hard to remember now, but Kevin Love didn't enter the league as a three-point shooter. Yet it's become a cornerstone of his game. The coaches have told him if you're a big man and you can shoot it out there, you're a valuable commodity. Kevin has listened, and he is indeed valuable.
Well, in this game today, it's all about court spacing, DA. Thanks for the report. As the season gets longer, so does the injury list. And Clark, you've taken a look at how you stay healthy, what these athletes have got to do, changes from era to era, but what precautions do teams take right now to ensure their players are at their very health?
Well, you know, I think it's all about preventative maintenance and really good training and medical staffs, and most of those in the NBA are excellent. Do a good job of the preseason work, the conditioning work, the customizing of routines of weightlifting and recovery for each player. And then it's a matter of the player following the protocols and his particular program so that you fight off injury. And if you do get injured, it typically isn't, you're not out for extended periods of time. So, and then the emphasis on rest cannot be overstated. Teams are doing a much better job at managing the bodies of their players.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Kevin Love out there with Paul George. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Lillard in at the one spot. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Yeah, people to talk to now.
Nice shot by Booker.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows
how y'all boys doing? Oh my, to the right.
Bucket is good.
Okay,
Oladipo's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, good awareness there.
Who y'all got winning?
Sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
To the right.
Curry, good.
And Curry certainly is clever and crafty. Trickery is part of his arsenal when he gets inside. I mean, I like seeing him do his thing close to the basket.
Now here's Love. Currently averaging almost 6 points.
I know why they stay begging for a stream and never coming through.
So he'll be shooting free throws here. And for Victor Oladipo, for so many teams, he was the second option on offense. But now, Clark, he's shown he is a full-fledged #1 option.
And you know the thing about that, Kevin, that's really heartening is his teammates love him being in that spot. And that speaks to Oladipo's unselfishness and character. I mean, Russell Westbrook and Aaron Gordon both had great things to say about Oladipo's success leading the team. And again, just a credit to who he is as a young man.
This league is a disgrace.
Following the basket by Stephen Curry. And Lillard kicks to Drummond.
Okay, Drummond, show me something. All right.
Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
Good foul, boy. For no damn reason.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Love finds Oladipo.
Depot about to get traded. You better show out.
Bucket 6. Inside.
Hey!
Drummond with the jam.
And I like the timing, Kevin, that Drummond has on these alley-oops. That's not as easy as he makes it look. He knows precisely when to leave the ground to receive the pass and finish it off.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour.
Y'all don't love me.
Hover Havoc, giving
okay
us a
then.
chance to relive that exciting play. Now here's Booker taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, average is about 9 points a game.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to
Good
protect
pass.
the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Here's Curry. After the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Curry passes to Embiid. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Okay.
Even when the defense is there, I mean, Embiid still knows how to score.
And Lillard kicks to Love.
Shoot that thing.
Drummond up top, guarded by Embiid. Drummond passes to Lillard. And the rejection by Curry. Pass to Love.
Come on, Paul George. Oh, that's a bucket.
Lillard.
Hey, shoot it.
And that's going to be a travel. Well, we can't say enough.
Tyree is in the chat. He's buck season or whatever his thing
among
is.
the league's 2 guards over the past 10 games. Victor Oladipo, 4th.
And what that group has a great understanding of is the importance of ball movement. I mean, they can all create their own shot, but their superb ability to set up teammates really stands out.
Yeah, I think you've got to attribute it to the unselfish attitude that each of them has.
Oh, that's a dunk.
Attack and make sure they get their points, but they get just as much satisfaction in racking up assists too.
That's nuts in his
Here's
face.
Fox. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. George against Gordon. Outside, George. If it counts.
I love the activity. George is not just a perimeter player, folks. You can depend on him down low, too.
Simmons inside. Guarded by Fox.
What?
Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now, here's Fox. Nothing yet on the scoreboard
Come on
for him.
now.
And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
I'm watching chat too much. I'm not even talking. I forgot they had Trae
1:10 left
Young.
to play in the first quarter.
I forgot about this Trae
It's
team
out
in
of
general.
bounds.
What the hell?
They say it was last touched by Williams.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg,
Someone get the
clogged
ball.
up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things
Good
hard
screen.
for the opponent. That's really good defense.
Too fast.
On the
Mid.
clock.
Simmons is very skilled on defense. He just knows where to be and how to guard whoever he's on.
Why did he try that? How did they get it back
Part of his
though?
defensive skill set, too.
43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Williams looking
Football.
around.
That was a
It's
deep
hauled in
shot.
by George.
They're taking a lot of
Gone
bad
5 of
shots.
7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Kicks to Young.
A lot.
20 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's George.
Mid.
From out on the wing, he knocks
He
it
hits
down.
those.
George has got 6.
Can somebody
This
give
thing
me
is
30
just
now? Oh
going
my
back
gosh.
and forth tonight.
Yeah, it's been a seesaw battle. Right now, I mean, as soon as one team grabs the lead, the other grabs it right back.
For 3, Williams.
I thought he snapped.
And right there, Young may never have the physical tools to be a great defender, but his competitiveness overrides it.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The await.
I did not mean to skip that. I am so sorry.
Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014.
What do they?
This
That whole
drive
mess.
would
Shane
inspire
came
him
out.
to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back that was enough for me in my darkest days. I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine. So,
well, what a story. George
playing that thing in my head. His whole leg. Oh, that was so nasty, man.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
8 points.
Well, already in the first period, they found ways
my
to
man
get
don't know
this
how to
offense
miss.
ramped up.
Yeah, nice beginning so far. This is how you play out of the gate.
Okay.
We've got Aaron Gordon. Jordan is out there at Veritich. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Williams at the 2-guard spot. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Nurkic is out there with Paul Millsap.
Good rebound, Trey.
Then it's Paul George. And it's Fox in at the 1. And for Trae Young, it's a little
my man Paul George still ain't missed yet.
Compared to Steph Curry.
Scouts are always going to look for comparisons. And I'm not saying Young is Curry, but many of the strengths and weaknesses are similar. The size and athleticism, the insane range, and both have that it factor.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Paul Millsap is an all-star forward whose dedication to the game is reflected in his year-to-year improvement. He said, the drive to the gym is where I find my peace, getting my mind prepared. I come with the mindset of getting better. It's gotten me this far.
This game about to get blown out.
He is a true professional. David, thank you. And Colorado Springs decides to take their first timeout right here. Floor spacing is such an important element of the game now, Clark, and I know you have a list of guys who you think can stretch it the most in the game now.
Yeah, you start with Steph Curry. I mean, clearly, his shot-making ability from anywhere in the building is unlike most any other in the league. Damian Lillard has similar type range. Jamal Crawford come to mind. But Steph Curry's at the head of that list for me.
And it's a completely new group
that
out there
paint
for
is wide
Colorado
open.
Springs. Here's Curry with the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Curry's got 7 points.
And I have great appreciation for the IQ of Stephen Curry. I mean, once the ball hits his hands, guys, you know he's thinking about letting it go.
Why you so mad,
Here's
man?
Love. Still looking for his first bucket in this
Paul
one.
Georgia. Oh, Clipper. Game time. Oh, you missed.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Fires from 14. No good.
Book, you suck until fourth quarter.
Right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Bang!
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. From deep, George. Yes,
okay,
once
PG.
Again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts.
My man is 6 for 6 right now.
You answer back.
Feeling comfortable.
Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
Now here's Embiid. We saw him with 10 points last game.
Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
And Oladipo kicks to Ayton.
Come on, Dane.
Outside, gets the 3-pointer to fall.
That's one of the reasons
He's
Lillard is
splashing.
out there. He gives you
Tulsa looking good. And Lions been on a hot streak too. I don't think they lost in a while.
Curry is inside.
Oh, I'm lying.
Goes up the baseline.
Dang.
And another basket for Colorado.
Somebody put a body on him.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Come on, with it. Now defended by Embiid.
Get a Paul George.
13 feet away. Lillard misses.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they just given away.
He talking about it like he just missed a layup or something.
Curry passes to
Booker.
And Steph Curry with the
gosh.
foul. That is his first foul of the game. Drummond's checked in for 8. On 3 or 4 from long range in the game. Lillard scanning the floor.
Come on, go in.
Great D that time
Wow.
for Middleton.
It's just one of those games for him so far. Nothing seems to be finding the bottom of the net.
Oh man,
Booker
TOD.
outside. The pass to Embiid. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul. And Simmons, he's checked in for Markkanen.
Ben Simmons coming back.
Lillard against Booker. From the baseline.
Okay, Book.
And
This
that one
man.
hits back iron.
This man can't hit water if he fell out of a boat. Yeah, Booker should be benched to fourth quarter
Yeah,
for
I
real
like the
though.
fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got
Maybe
into
I can
his
get more wins like
airspace
that.
a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
Here's Curry. After the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Takes the three.
Clip.
Rebound Love. Gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Lillard finds Love. Now Lillard, guarded by Simmons.
Oh, come on, Aiden. That's not Aiden, that's Depot. Oh, snap, that's the other black kid.
Here's Oladipo.
To the right.
Basket and make it a double.
And y'all just traded him for Clay?
Oladipo's got 12.
That's points coming off the
That's
board.
remarkable work inside from Oladipo. Not afraid to go up against the big guys down low.
Outside Curry. Sinks the three-pointer.
snap.
17 points in the game. And so it's the visiting team bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. From one Kevin to another, you guys were dominant in that first half, and you have a big lead, but you forget about that in the second half?
Oh, yeah. We got to treat it like a 0-0 game. I know we're going to stay in the locker room. We got to come out and win the third quarter. If we do that, we feel like we'll be okay. But like I said, this team is tough. We know they're capable of coming back.
Well, we'll see what happens,
Don't you love
Kevin.
when people
Thanks.
just come in
Now
your
back
room?
to the other Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal is here. Say hello to the people, Shaq.
Hola.
Kenny's here.
Depot looking real good right now.
And we're analyzing the first half of action.
You telling me to get
Paul
in,
George
you gotta
taking care of business in this one. He had 13 points and
someone
one
else got to
steal.
watch what y'all
He
traded
has bounced
for.
back nicely from what
Y'all
was
just
a
got
tough
Depot, might
night
as well
for him in
watch
their
him.
last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again.
Curry
Let's
or
get
Paul
your
George,
insight on
somebody
the
give me a
visiting
30
team.
ball, please.
Well, they're getting high percentage looks, good game planning. The ball is moving around. Guys aren't pulling the trigger at the first thing they see. They are definitely staying disciplined. That's a big part of what has
TLD,
them
where you
having
at?
the lead at the halftime.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Ugh. Right, man.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Booker out there with Steph Curry. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Embiid in at the 5, roaming the paint. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Now,
Come on, Paul George. Give me some more buckets.
5 on the clock. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. George has got 15 points.
15.
No success thus far
100%
trying to guard
field goal.
George tonight. I mean,
Crazy.
He is absolutely shredding.
Embiid dishes to Curry.
What? Why do you shoot it like that?
On 3 of 4 from long range in the game.
And Paul Paul George, a terrific two-way player, an all-star, an all-NBA performer, and multiple all-defense selections.
And that one's good. Lillard
continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, you know, continue to pour it on him. That's
what is this man? Why is he? Okay, he made that one though.
Put this game out of reach and in the win column.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 12. Good on the shot. 14 points for him. And Paul George has made it a goal to win Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, he's got tremendous length and quickness, but really his pride at that end of the floor might matter even more. And he just takes great pride in being a complete player.
From Oklahoma.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
It's really just a bootleg
There's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
And Colorado Springs making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Now here's Middleton. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And, you know, Middleton is a man of many talents.
78%.
He hits you with a...
No, that's Paul George for his miss.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Booker outside. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's
fourth quarter Book on the way.
And some changes here for Colorado
And they kept Booker in, though. Wow.
Is checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Gordon comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Williams in for Steph Curry.
It's not a curse. Stop it. You're just a bad owner. You're equivalent to Sarver.
Outside Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, good on the triple.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly.
Oh no, Paul George starting to miss now.
That's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Now here's Booker. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Nice ball movement by Colorado Springs.
I said Kuz is a bad owner. He's equivalent to the real Suns.
Booker against Millsap. And Booker kicks to Williams.
Lou. Oh, go hustle.
And throw the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for Colorado Springs.
Shut up before I take a mod away.
Guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this back court has kept them in the game.
The shot by George,
PG.
Wide open.
Oh my God!
Sinks the three-pointer.
It's like they're not even guarding him.
18 points in the game. Clark, you once worked for the Indiana Pacers, vice president, player relations, and really had your fingerprints on a lot of part of that organization. Could you see yourself going back to an NBA front office role?
PG
hot.
Aaron Gordon.
I love what I do as a broadcaster. I really feel as though I'm right where God wants me to be. Currently had a wonderful tenure with the Pacers, 32 years between playing, broadcasting both radio and television, and then 4 years.
Another one.
In the VP of
oh my God! Guard him. He's just walking down the court.
With a number of people, but no, I think that chapter for me is
5 minutes
in the rearview mirror.
I speak for everyone playing the game.
Paul George alone is killing y'all. Oh, post move. Get that out of here.
Thank you, partner.
And he recovers it. And the basket by Gordon. Gone 6 or 7.
Paul George going for the first 30 ball.
Been on fire from way outside.
Back to him. Oh my! Again, that's 3 times in a row. He's just walking.
Lillard's got 3 assists.
How many points does this man have?
Young against Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And last season, a bit of a breakout one for Mirotic. Saw a huge jump in his production and
this
shot
man
a career
going
best
crazy
from the floor. Across the board, he was a completely changed player.
Giannis is falling in the MVP race. If your team don't pick it up, bro.
Yeah. And that one falls for Mirotic. And with Mirotic, Greg, as you alluded, his year last year had a lot of ups and downs.
You know, he missed a good stretch of the season with that broken
How many points does that man have?
The fight he had with a teammate, and then the trade demands to get out of Chicago shortly after coming back.
Win the game and I'll give you
all
mine.
this, his defense and rebounding were dramatically improved and really a key contributor on offense.
And, you know, as a mid-range shooter, Millsap's one of the better power forwards in the league. I mean, he's got a really nice touch from that area.
Timeout called here. Colorado Springs decides to talk it over.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that.
Put Curry back in.
Be flexible when something isn't
Oh my
working.
God, they got Ben
You
Simmons.
adjust. You modify. You go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
Now here's Simmons. He averages about 5 points a game.
That's a mismatch.
Here's Gordon. And the layup's good off the glass. Gordon's got 7 points.
And Gordon's jumping ability, combined with his reach, make him a difficult matchup for any defense, especially when he's operating in the post.
But this man, Paul George, has so much stuff going on.
With the ball, he brings it up for Colorado Springs. 11-point game.
Man got points on points. He just scored 9 within 3 minutes or 2 minutes.
Range.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Fox kicks to Ayton. Bounce pass from Millsap.
Not gonna work, son. Oh, spin move.
Nurkic.
Okay.
Rebounded by Colorado Springs. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. 5
Imagine getting hit too, right?
Shot and game clocks. Mirotic's shot
is paid for it?
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Come on, Trey. Come on, Trey.
Now, here is Young.
Oh.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And yes, sometimes Young can't be stopped. This is the kind of player he can be.
And so it's the visiting team.
This
with
game
a
going by
14-point
fast.
lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field.
That man Paul George been lighting it up. I got $2.
In just a minute. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
I hate
that's
the
right.
assist
I mean,
cam.
that's
It's
not his
awful.
primary duty, but when the situation
I know what
calls for
Tweetbox
it,
is,
he can
fool.
do it and does it well.
I got Spotify for it or off it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4.
Never thought about downloading YouTube right for it, though.
And it's Fox.
Put Paul George back in.
And it's Millsap in at the small forward.
This man Embiid will fade like Kobe.
Good. Embiid's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Colorado Springs. Simmons against Fox. Oladipo outside.
Put Paul George in now.
To the paint.
Oh, good find.
And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Boy, I love how unselfish Oladipo is. Great at getting his teammates
Lions
involved
getting raped.
on time, on target passes.
Poverty franchise.
Curry against Oladipo.
Oh my gosh.
Curry kicks to Simmons. There's
Curry.
the 3. And it's Stephen Curry with a 3. Curry's got 23.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
Yeah, you know what? The defense can't keep giving him these looks. I mean, he looks really comfortable shooting from these spots on the floor.
Now, here's Oladipo. Stolen by Markkanen. Lets it go with a 3.
Clear.
And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Simmons. Curry's
Within
got it
8.
back down to a single-digit deficit for Colorado Springs.
Put Paul George in.
Simmons against Fox.
Defense.
Pass to Oladipo.
Defense. Oladipo been setting everyone up. As I say.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take
Y'all
that
just
play
traded
and
that?
put it
Oh
in the
my.
alley.
For Clay? Oh.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Timeout called here. Colorado Springs decides to talk it over.
And you can feel
Yeah, they need a
that
timeout bad.
Oladipo was on the verge of a breakthrough, and boy, did he ever. Everything came together for him, and he is now not only an elite scorer, but an all-star.
Oh, man, the walking bucket's back in the game.
And has a variety of ways to hurt the defense.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Colorado.
Oh, they got fourth quarter Booker, though.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Dwayne Casey went over with his team. They have been getting killed from long range tonight, and he said we can't lose track of their shooters. We're overpacking the lane, and we're leaving them wide open. Guys, we'll see if they can make the adjustment.
And for Oladipo, Greg, there wasn't just one moment.
I mean, his development was less of having a eureka moment and more of everything just coming together. Has always had the strong athleticism, has refined his shot to make the most of it. And while it took him some time, he's now the player.
Give it to him. Give it to him. That's not what I was talking about, but all right.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Uh-oh. They get the game close now.
Here's Curry.
Just do it behind the back in traffic. Oh, my God.
Middleton's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight.
Comeback season?
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great.
Why y'all not give it back to the person that got y'all the lead in the first place?
Lillard, right side. Oladipo outside.
Go get the ball, please, Paul George.
And Steph Curry.
Oh, he fouled. He saved him.
That's foul number 2 for him.
He saved him with that foul. Oh, my gosh.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Love kicks to Oladipo.
Why is he just sitting in the corner? Go get the ball.
Fantastic read that time from Lauri Markkanen on defense. Nice to see him use that tremendous reach to impact the defensive end.
It's good from long range.
Them boys gonna light it up.
Great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Greg, both of these teams completely aligned, in sync right now. I mean,
yeah, crowd got on their feet.
In the Nets late in this ball game.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there.
Oh my gosh.
And how about the unselfishness? Paul George.
That was Paul George last quarter.
Sharing the ball.
Curry against Lillard. Curry passes to Embiid. And the shot goes in. A minute 42 left here in the fourth quarter.
Give it a PG. Give it a PG.
And Lillard kicks to Love.
I'm giving it to him.
Rebounded by Colorado Springs.
I'm trying to throw the game
defense. Chicken and gravy defense. Not giving him an inch there. That's how you guard the inside.
That's not this
Yes, sir.
Get back to him.
Oladipo finds Drummond.
He keeps going to the opposite side of the court. Oh, yeah, he's going
Here's
to it.
George.
Give me 30.
Back to Lillard.
Stop passing the ball. Stop being passive.
Beyond the arc. And it
He hit that?
Good time and 10 shots for him this game.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
No doubt about it, partner. But unfortunately, the flip side of that coin, the drive home for the hometown fans.
So who the player of the game? Paul George or Damian Lillard?
Timeout called here. Colorado Springs decides to talk it over. They're behind by 10. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Paul George.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself.
Another
but
one.
Still, even
Clip.
Wide open,
He did that 3 times in a row, and they didn't pick up on it.
That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over.
Dang, Booker been off.
He has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, he has been, and he's got to find his stroke because he's holding back his team as a result of his poor shooting.
Boy, dang.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Exactly. Cold-blooded. Separation solidified. Great effort.
Curry dishes to Embiid, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, I tell you, it's pretty obvious. Embiid takes pride
Inside
and
joke.
enjoys tricking his defenders and getting them to jump on the pump fake.
Dang, them stands empty.
That free throw missing.
Them things are empty. Them boys bounced.
He hits the second from the line.
You know, you got to love watching Embiid play the game because he has such great passion and really a drive to be great.
Here's Lillard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This game
Yeah, the
turned.
officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
No free throws good from Lillard.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
Here's Simmons. Fades
Who is
away
this
and
dude?
sinks the tough shot.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going.
I
Because
think
for
so.
them to be successful,
It
he's
should
got
be
to be a
above
little more
500.
selfish.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Damian Lillard, Dame, you guys seem to be in a good groove right now. How do you keep the momentum going?
You take it one game at a time.
The Lions
You
went
got to
on
remember
Simmons jumper.
what makes you a successful basketball team, and that's us moving the ball, get up and down, and defend. And we've been able to do that.
It has all come together for you, Dame. Hope it keeps going. Thanks. Kevin,
Dang, I
back
don't
to you.
forgot to score. I forgot to tweet it
All
out.
right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Let me see how many points this man had, because he didn't want to touch the ball. 31? Okay, that's not what I'm talking about anyways. Dang, Curry got the first 30-point game in a losing effort. Feels bad. Alright, let me go and go through these stats so I can get the other tweet out right quick. Hold on. Switch. Alright, let me go back to chat now. What y'all boys talking about? I ain't talking about nothing. Get these stats real quick. That's just sad. Just sad. You hate to see it.